Welcome to the Extreme Gaming Podcast.
Hello and welcome to Extreme Gaming Podcast, episode 346. I'm a great gamer, and my buddies here are Trev, Hans, Matt, and we have a special guest, Marek from GameHo.io. He was on a few months ago. We're going to talk to him a little bit. Basically, I hope everybody's been having a good time or a good weekend or a good week or whatever. You guys still have heat waves going on over there?
Over here?
Or is that over? The what?
Oh, God.
Yeah? No more really high temps?
No, they're gone. For now, they're gone. Thank you.
Yeah, not here in Florida, man. They're still around. Heat indexes have been way up. The real feel heat index, the highest I saw it here was 118. That's like, it was like 98 and the index is 118.
See,
and they have like heat advisories.
We're all using Celsius here, so most
yeah.
No idea what you're talking
Fahrenheit.
about.
I know, Fahrenheit.
47,
sorry, do the math.
47, 48 Celsius. So, yeah.
But they've literally been putting out heat advisories every single day from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. I mean, it's like wild. Anyway.
Just shut the state down. Just shut the state down and move to another state. Like the whole state of Florida just needs to shut down and everyone needs to emigrate somewhere else. Easy.
I mean, to be honest, even though global warming, whatever, is making everything hotter here and there, like with you guys and stuff, over here, it's not really all that noticeable because we're always hot anyway in the summer. So what's another degree or two? It's like,
well,
we're 24/7 in our AC in the house. So it's like,
Ray,
whatever.
I got the solution for you. You need to buy a massive Extreme.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Yep, I know.
Gotcha.
Anyway, if you want to join our Discord, it's discord.gg/Extreme Gaming Podcast. If you guys got any Nitro subs and you want to throw some of the boosts our way, that would be cool. YouTube memberships are $1.99 in various monies around the world, I guess. And we try to get that up for early access video. Also, I want to do a quick apology. We keep on saying we're going to do an Extreme Hollywood podcast, but we have collectively decided that we're not going to do it any longer. Not because we don't want to. We had fun with it. The problem is we put a lot of work into this show, and this is once a week, let alone once a month, like the other one was. And because of the work and because this is our first priority to all of us, something had to give. So we decided we're just going to, not bother. Now, maybe once in a while on this show, if we go into a tangent about a movie, that's cool because we do tangents anyway.
Great. You robbed me of Popeye 3 Requiem.
Oh, yeah. What was it? Oh.
You robbed me of Popeye 3 Requiem.
Did you actually see it, though, yet, or no?
Of course I saw it. I saw Popeye 3 Requiem. I saw Screamboat Willie. So...
I still love that name. That's got to be the best name I've ever heard, Screamboat Willie.
Look it up. I love it. It's online.
That's classic, man. I love it. Anyway, so we're going to move right into the first part of the show. And we're going to talk a little bit to Marek. If you haven't heard from him before, he was on many months ago. He runs a pretty cool little company called GameHo, GameHo.io. And basically, I'll let him explain it, but it's kind of unique in the industry out there. Instead of renting a server and paying all this kind of money every month and you don't even play on it, you play as you go, generally speaking. So Marek, why don't you give us a quickie review of what your GameHo is all about before we continue?
Yeah, as you said, it's why pay for entire month when the server is for the most part not utilized. You can just play for 2 hours, pay for 2 hours. And this makes the pricing really good. It also allows you to have multiple games, return to the old games. And this is kind of like discovered through the service that there's actually a lot of people that just return to the games they played like 2 or 3 years ago, same as me and my game group did. So yeah, it's really great in that you save a lot of money on hosting.
Last time we talked to you, you had about 4 games, but now I've noticed you got 7 or 8 now.
Yeah,
Right.
Something about 7. The list gets like dynamically expanded. Somebody comes to Discord and starts shouting, I need this, please add this, because like GameHo is the way that they rent multiplayer servers. So yeah, I just usually take a weekend at the game.
Can you read off the list of the games you have now?
Yeah, so like it started with Valheim, Factorio then was added, then Satisfactory, and the last 4 games were Palworld, Enshrouded, Project Zomboid, Windrose. And yeah, recently Palworld and Project Zomboid has been like more popular than usual. Especially
Marek.
Palworld, it was huge.
Oh,
Marek,
Battleworld
I have
is,
I have a quick question for you. Will you, anytime in the near future, be hosting a server for genital jousting?
Last time we talked about
have you heard
Rust.
of that game?
I think you were mentioning the genital. I have it in my autocomplete in
Steam library.
I wasn't, I know I wasn't looking.
That's a facetious question, by the way.
I wasn't looking because I was
serious about that.
Yeah.
he is. Don't worry.
But be careful where you type that saying into. I would Steam search for games is fine, but general internet you may have a chap on the door, so be careful.
You haven't
Fun
seen
game.
my Steam library, haven't you, Trev?
Yeah. Steam search is not fine. Like whatever I see now on Steam search, this is like a lot of the games. They are definitely not fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
whatever somebody likes, but yeah, Steam is kind of like slowly becoming a platform of erotica novel type games.
Why don't they just have like a
Mhm.
back room like the old days? You just digitally walk into a
Who
back
would play
room.
these kind of games? Matt,
You.
Trev.
Oh man,
You
a lot of
and-
people.
I have one, which I was gifted, by the way. So
It was gifted. That was another way of saying he actually bought it.
no, I was gifted to me. Me and a friend, we give Joe games to each other. So I gave him what did I give him again? I don't know, something erotic, and I got food. I got food off Femboys as a return gift.
There's a service I'm not going to mention, but when you look at the like adult games there, they always do like a bunch of pictures so you can see what the game's about. And you look at the pictures. Oh man, there's all kinds of stuff going on.
By the way,
like, okay.
at least I played Save Daddy Trump 4. So
I can't even believe you got through that game at all. Let alone,
it's only 17 minutes long. So
oh yeah, well, you still have to devote a lot of time to it, right?
yeah, true. True.
Marek, what have you noticed like with the Enshrouded lately? Because they're approaching their 1.0 release.
I think
And
Valheim
they've
will
been
have
doing so much
soon
stuff.
a bigger release, and Enshrouded is I think in a month or so. For me this is a moment
Is
to
it
farm.
not? Is it not out? Is Shrouded not out 1.0 or is
Not
it not
yet.
yet?
Not yet.
Not
yet. Okay.
I think like maybe it's not a month. I will have to check. I'm monitoring for the game release.
No, I think it is pretty close because they just released a video maybe a week ago that I watched about the improvements that they're making as we speak with a lot of the people that have requested this. And I don't remember all of the things, but I do remember when I watched it, it was like, yeah, because there was a lot of stuff they did that was really something that I thought would be nice way back when I played it. It's been a while. But I thought it was pretty. There was one improvement they made that I thought was kind of funny, though, that apparently a lot of the people that played the game said they would rather not play with bobblehead characters. And what they meant was that they felt that the heads were always too big for the characters. I didn't know this. But they said, well, they've decided to, shrink the heads down a little bit.
I didn't notice. I did not notice. I'll be honest with you.
I didn't either. I mean, it seemed normal to me. I mean, it's part of the caricature, but apparently they got enough complaints that they're going to shrink heads. So yeah. It would be great if they go too far the other way and you see a little tiny peanut on the.
Thank God you said peanut.
Yeah, I could. Yeah. Anything else that's on the horizon there for GameHo, Marek?
Not particularly. I think like any game that like sees some traction, I'm usually monitoring for those. And just people come into the Discord and tell me add this game and we discuss it. Like there have been maybe not genital jousting. I don't think it has a multiplayer, right?
It does.
But there have been controversial games, like somebody wanted like a game that's not very popular, then probably it's not gonna get at it. Like there's
Like
a,
Concord
genital jousting's not multiplayer. What is the fun in just playing with your willy yourself? There's a family full of willies.
It's a short game.
Isn't Subnautica 2 very popular now at the moment?
Actually, go and check the Steam for me, someone, would you? I'm on my Mac, I can't.
Can't you just see the podcast getting bleep,
How many
bleep,
reviews have got overwhelmingly positive? If everyone goes and buys it, we need to
spell it?
put an affiliate link out. Is that in genital? Like GENTILE, genital jousting?
Could be genital, TALE at the end. You can get away with that. Yeah, you know.
Well, anyway,
Just say it was.
we weren't sponsored by the devs for this. I'm sorry. We did.
Meanwhile, Marek's going like, I'm going to get a lot of email on this one.
Marek, have to start this.
I want to ask you.
Online PvP, yeah.
I want to ask you, Subnautica 2, isn't there any demand for that one yet?
nobody has mentioned.
Okay. I know it's pretty big on Steam now, so that's what I'm asking.
And that just came out, the co-op part of it, though. If I remember correctly. Yeah, it didn't
It's
start
still
with
in early access, I know, but I know it broke a record with players or something like a few weeks or back. Yeah. So
I think
apparently
cool.
Subnautica 1 is really popular, apparently. I never played it, just saying.
I played the first one. I didn't play the second.
Yeah, it's a good game, yeah.
What determines whether you feel like you want to go for a game, Marek? I mean, does it have to be like X amount of votes in your Discord, or?
Also, like I usually use the steamdb.info. You probably use that one. There are two popular, Steam 250 and SteamDB, and you get the stats. You see how many people are playing, and if you see a game that has like multiplayer and requires a server and stuff like that, and it has 100k concurrent, players. Yeah, that's usually a decent game to aim at. Yeah.
That's the smart way to do it, Marek. I think keeping an eye on what people are wanting, what's popular. And some of those games are a bit niche as well, that they attract a certain kind of multiplayer audience. So
it's also like farming time. Like whenever a game pops up like to large numbers, this is the moment to farm. Because like in a week or two, everybody will have a server. It will be like different kind of persuasion required to like move people. But when people are scrolling through Reddit, there's usually a lot of activity. Yeah.
But when you said farming for a split second, I thought you were talking about a farming simulator server, because I'm sure.
Farming the customers or whatnot. Yeah.
To be fair, though, those games are really popular. Those farming games.
They're addictive, man. Yeah. Like if there's a simulator game out there and Matt hasn't played it, there's something wrong with the world.
Yep. The world will stop rolling.
Have you played
Matt's
Bum
a simulator
Simulator?
guy. He plays all the simulator games, so you don't have to.
You should play Bum and Rock Simulator. That's the.
Oh my god!
I saw Bum Simulator. Yeah.
There's Rock Simulator
Trevor's
also.
thinking.
What kind of bum is it? Is it the American bum or the British bum?
American
That
bum.
I don't know.
Well, that'd still be fun though.
Yeah, but we don't call it bum over here, so it couldn't be. Only you guys call it bum.
No,
you guys call it
countries.
Bum is specifically a UK thing, man. We don't do bums.
It's not. Not everyone uses American English.
It's not politically correct. They use hobo.
Yeah,
yeah. That's the hobo. Yeah,
yeah. Bums over here are the ones that hitch rides on trains and other things, and
yeah.
Anyway, go on with the podcast. You're a shit host. Come on.
So, Marek, if anybody wants to hook up, give them the website. I kind of do. It's in your name, but
Yeah. It's GameHo. That's GameHo.io. And you can just go there, test it. Like there's 3 hours for free. So it's best to go test, try it out. If it works for you, it works for you.
Is that a discount code, Marek, or is it just like the first few hours by default or free?
Yeah, it's no, like, of course, I forgot. There is a EGP promo. Yeah. And it's in a very prominent place. It's in the footer. You can get extra hours from the EGP code. There are some other coupons on Discord. Like generally, like you get enough to test it out. You can probably like pull.
Yeah, we'll try to remember to put the discount code in the description.
We'll link it in.
We were purposely said that, Trev did, because if you didn't say there was EGP, we were going to turn your camera off, but no, only kidding.
No, I was meaning just what Marek does as well for his server, never mind hours on top of that. So...
He always gives away a couple hours free, which is pretty nice of you, really.
That's a good way to get people in the door. Yeah, for sure.
Actually, how's been the farming of new people? Has it been like steadily increasing, or
especially like Pal World and stuff like that? It boosts the numbers. Then there is like a small wave of depression because people play less. But then another game pops up and it just goes in cycles. It's been a couple of years, so I adjusted that. It comes and goes, and especially like. Yeah, I don't have the annoying part, right? So I don't have the part where like your credit card is getting charged and you're not playing for at least 2 months already.
Yeah.
So I'm not profiting from the beautiful, annoying part of the game hosting, which is just like a server not doing anything, but still your card doing the work.
Marek, you provide something that very few other people's services do. In fact, I've not heard of any other ones apart from yours.
There has been competition. I was like, but
really,
the bet goes very deep.
Don't say who they are. Don't say who they are.
Yeah, no.
Oh no! It was like they've bid for a year and a half. I think 7 people or something, and now they're. I mean, I'm not happy that somebody has misfortunes in their business, but like their website is no longer.
All right,
just pick up the phone and buy them out.
It's not like it's not a business that will earn you tons of money, and as like you have a margin on an hour. Like the whole point is for it to be cheap. So. For me, only like the growth is in the users. That's the only
just offer them a free PC GTA 6, and they'll do anything you want.
A GTX servers, man, that'll be the thing for you when they do on GTA Online, Marek. That'll be something you look at, surely.
Do people?
Is that even
still
possible?
Oh yeah, God, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
When it comes out in PC, but certainly PlayStation loves servers and stuff. I
thought GTA Online was hosted by Rockstar themselves.
Yeah,
or something.
There are 2 things like for GTA. There are some private servers, I know for sure, but like this is only PC and it's pretty niche. But the like original multiplayer is Rockstar's. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, that's a good question. So your service is strictly PC, correct? Or
not
no?
really. Like there are games which are like crossplay, etc. Where this is all about like I divide games like multiplayer games into sort of like 2 camps. One is like indie games that have their server, so they just give you like a server binary, go run it on your server, and there are games that have like integrated, multiplayer experience. So like Counter-Strike will have pretty much integrated experience, or League of Legends, or they will have their own lobby and their whole thing. So like the game basically is the multiplayer. So they are investing like in the part that is the game actually. But a lot of the games like Valheim are like, like even though it's multiplayer, it's also they don't have the infrastructure and the company around it to run something integrated.
Do you have a GameHo lobby on your thing? Or not really?
Like the server page is usually the lobby. I was thinking of doing some fun. Like I'm actually now more into like doing overhauls with the UIs, and I have a couple of ideas. Because
if they go to a lobby and your name's all over the lobby, I mean, it helps. I think.
Oh, you mean like build it inside the...
Yeah, physically build your own lobby that when they have to go into the lobby, they go into a GameHo lobby, and it says GameHo all over the place.
But what would be the lobby?
It may be simpler than I'm explaining, but the point is that it's a good piece of advertisement if they are waiting in a lobby with your name everywhere.
I feel like GTX or other people when they do their company things where you get like a discount and it shows their company name on your server that you play.
You could literally plaster your name behind them and look like a poster or something. It says GameHo, and then it has your face on it.
You need to be Marek's manager, man. I think you need to be his manager for the company. Yeah, I think so.
I was in sales, marketing, and production for many years in my career.
Grace commission is way too high. Don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, my rate's really high. Just let me play on a server. Well, anyway, something to think about. Remember, if you do it, just put a tiny little credit at the bottom of my name. No. Anyway.
I still... so, like, what would be the lobby that... I don't know if you have, like, time to... Because, like, it's the server panel. You press start, and basically it starts your server. So where would be the lobby advertising? Because then you just copy and paste into the.
I don't think
game,
it's that easy, and I'm making it sound easier than it is because I don't know enough about it. But whenever you play a lot of these other games, like a lot of the shooter games and so forth, Call of Duty, etc. When you're waiting for the instance to start, you're stuck in a lobby until it's time. And while you're sitting in the lobby for a minute or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 hours, you would have these things going by that show, like, different things about the game or whatever. And you literally could use it as an advertising point if people are in your lobby.
But this is like I would have to be integrated into the games probably, right?
So this don't know. I don't know enough about it to know, but that's what ChatGPT and coding's all about. So
yeah.
So you could do. I have never bothered to build apps because I don't know how to code. And right now I'm working on 2. One is very, very, huge as far as having to do it. And one is a smaller one that I'm almost done with. And then I've done a little tiny ones for myself, and it's pretty cool what you can actually do.
Marek, quick question for you, mate. I think you told me this before, and apologies if I don't recall. You don't run like things like COD servers, do you? Because I'm thinking for the type of game that is, where people would jump in and want to just play for a few hours with their mates, that would be like the perfect market for you,
Yeah. You were asking last time about Rust, and I was
but Rust is popular, but it's a different kind of... It's a bit toxic as well, but Call of Duty, for example, is very popular, and you would play that for a few hours with a friend and then maybe not play it again for another month or 2,
But with Call of Duty, do you buy the server?
No, that's the thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, you play online. You just play online on their servers. I think
it's probably right.
Yeah,
you can't host a private server, really?
No, it's
I mean, you probably can, but it's not like super popular. Like I said, like there's 2 kind of like Call of Duty would be mainly on their servers with their infrastructure that they provide.
Got you.
Yeah, and with
what about some of the smaller shooter games, like maybe or army games or military games like Arma or trying to think the other couple ones, Tarkov, couple of these others. Would that be possible?
It's a numbers game, and the number is not very high. Like if there are 2 enthusiastic people on the Discord, that usually is enough of a number to
6 players for Tarkov. Oops. No.
Yeah, good point.
I get it. Anyway, we're going to move on about some other topics. Trev's going to start us off. He's got a few things to go over, so take it away, Mr. Trev.
Some news to cover, some things to get off our chest. GTA 6 is very much in the news at the moment. I wonder why. I may or may not shared some content which I then deleted because I heard Take-Two are going around Discord servers handing out subpoenas. And this face is far too cute to go to jail. So I thought I would remove it. But yeah, GTA 6 gameplay, it does say allegedly, but it isn't alleged. It's definitely leaked.
For real. Yeah.
100%. I've saw many videos of it. I'm sure you boys have as well. There's various ones from one of the characters playing basketball in his backyard to just regular cutting about Miami Vice or whatever, Vice City, whatever it's supposed to be set. There's quite a few videos and more might be getting leaked as it comes out. Now, this is being circulated online by a group protesting because of the lack of physical disc edition. So they've got in somehow to the servers, even though they got in before in the past, they've got in again. You think Rockstar would learn their lesson, but nope, they get in again. And what seems to be mostly shared is a version of a PC build. Now, I'm not surprised it's that, because they would have been working on that to an extent. They won't start the PC version from scratch like this year, next year. They've already got something in place beforehand, and then they'll continue working on that when it comes out for the consoles. So that's leaked, and it was a build from 2023 for PC, and it looked really good for 3 years ago. So now it's going to look even better with the polishing that they do, and by the time it comes out to PC, I was thinking about whether to get it for PlayStation or PC. I'm going to wait to PC because I want it as
one thing though,
best.
Trev. Sorry, one thing though, it's a 2025 build apparently, because there were songs in there from 2025 on the leaks. So.
I heard. Oh, right, okay. I heard it was
apparently there's also the full story that he can play because he posted the end credits.
Yeah, I think the guy's got the whole leak, but he's just leaking different bits at different times. He's playing games, and Rockstar won't give in. They won't. Yeah, they won't give in to terrorists.
As fun as I think this all is, this won't hurt the game at all. It's still gonna be.
If anything, anything hands, it's free advertisement.
Yeah. Rockstar doesn't see it that way, but
no, I know they don't, but
or Take-Two, I should say, not Rockstar. So
exactly. Rockstar just doing their job, I guess.
It comes down to that old expression: you can talk good or bad about me, just remember to spell my name right.
Yes, of course, 100%, 100%.
Again, I just think because the name is GTA, it's some people online are speculating. No, this is gonna be doom for them. It's gonna cost them a lot of sales. No, it won't. It won't.
And
again, I speak as a non-GTA fan. This is going to be the biggest release ever.
It's too big to affect it. If it was a small,
anything will improve it.
But if there's a playable build leaked online, then I may give it a go later on. But we'll see.
See, this is the thing. Unless I know it's a very polished version, I don't want to play it because it'll just ruin the experience when I'm playing something that's not 100%. Because maybe you don't care, and that's fine.
No, for GTA, I don't care. I get what you mean. But for GTA,
it's a game that you're really passionate about, in which case you wouldn't download it. You'd probably buy a legitimate copy. Yeah, like something you really like.
Let's say Castlevania. Let's say that would leak, right? I wouldn't download the Castlevania game, right? Because I love Castlevania.
You would get a physical
but for
edition.
GTA, I don't care about GTA, so I would download it and play it. Same with Wolverine, right? The Wolverine game that leaked like 2 years ago now. I did try and warn people about certain aspects of the game, but we'll get into that later. So but yeah.
Yeah. No, fair. That does make sense. So this comes ahead of, excuse me, by the time you hear this, it will have probably aired, and that was the Netflix reveal of the new game. We don't know how long it's going to be, what they're going to show, what they're not going to show.
20 minutes.
But it's a rumor, but then it could be less, it could be more. We don't know how much of it will actually be gameplay, how much will be in-game engine stuff, video stuff. But they've got a 6-hour exclusive window for it, Netflix, and then it goes to YouTube. I mean, that's a shit ton of money to only get a 6-hour exclusive.
Yeah, because this is where my problem starts with this. Sorry, so this is not something the game industry needs to go to. I mean, we're going to lock trailers now behind the paywall? Seriously? I mean,
but it's only for 6 hours, man. So I wouldn't.
Yeah, I know. But just that this is remember the horse armor in Skyrim? Or was it Skyrim? No, it wasn't Skyrim. Was the very first micro?
Was it The Witcher?
No, it wasn't The Witcher. I think it was Skyrim. I'm not sure. The horse armor. That's only 10 cents. Only a horse armor. Now look where we are with microtransactions. So
True.
That's how it starts.
No, the principle's there for sure. I know that during that 6-hour window, even though, I mean, I would just wait till it comes out on YouTube. I don't have Netflix.
Of course.
I'll just wait. I can wait 6 hours or not look at leaks. I'll watch it then. But if you've got Netflix, jump on and watch it. I hope it is some serious gameplay because they haven't really showed much, and people will actually. I know it'll still sell, but people want to see it ahead of time before they buy it. What are you saying, Hans?
They showed nothing of gameplay. Rockstar, I mean, they literally showed zero.
The first trailer, the second trailer was a mixture of gameplay and in-scene video, but you didn't know which was which.
Yeah,
because I mean,
scripted.
It's that good. But you should probably point it out and put at the bottom what's what. Anyway, so yeah, there was a few things being leaked so far. They'll probably continue doing it. It's behind a whole cryptocurrency scam as well. And I find it funny as well because I'm not a GTA guy either. I'm neutral on it. I'm not for or against it. I haven't finished 5. I barely touched 5, actually, to be honest with you. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see what happens with that. If there's more leaks, but Take-Two are seriously pissed and they're going about trying to jail everyone that's humanly possible.
They are overreacting, I think, a little bit. Also, subpoenas to Discord, Microsoft, and all that kind of stuff.
But then Discord denied that they were served.
Could be. I don't know that one, but I think it's crazy that the leaker, right? He's looking up to 50 years in jail for leaking a video game. And
50 years,
certain other people like Gray that are on a certain list, they go free. So
it's madness.
I think I might be wrong, but I think subpoenas are only things that can be handed out in the States because it's not something I've ever heard of here. To be honest with you, so
there is a clip online now from someone in Scotland that posted something on Reddit as a joke, by the way, and with posting that thread on Reddit, he accidentally gave the correct date that the leak started, which was like a month prior that he typed it. It was like a joke. He was trolling, and literally 2 people from Rockstar or private investigators came to his house and they questioned him. It's literally online. He videotaped the whole thing.
They questioned him and they let them in his door. They let him in his door.
So yeah, he let them in, and it's
idiots.
Yeah.
Can't really do much in that
They
respect.
literally pressured the guy, like they thought he knew the leaker and the kind of stuff. So, and he needed to explain it. Look, I was just trolling, right? So
it's a common strategy on Twitter that people like, because in predictions you have 2 events, either this happens or that happens. So people write 2 tweets and just delete the one that didn't happen, and boom, you're perfect predictor of everything. Yeah.
There's a certain YouTuber really good at that. Like let's call him Moore's Law is dead. Right? He just shows so much at the wall. Something is right, of course. I think it's the biggest hack of them all. But let's see. So.
Then go back. I told you, right?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes. Yeah.
You have to have a track record.
Moving on from the GTA of it all, that'll look after itself, I guess. This is something maybe more local to the UK, but so Matt, you'll know this, but the popular second-hand reseller CEX. You know that story yet? Or they advertise themselves as sex online because it grabs attention for them.
Wait a minute, sex online? What are you talking about?
CEX, Charlie Echo X-ray, but they advertise themselves as sex.
Just be careful what toys you bring.
I can't remember what it stands for, but something exchange.
That's good, Trev. I like that.
They are reportedly opening 2 stores dedicated to retro and import games. Now I find that kind of cool because the way things are going at the moment, I was reading about this recently, that the retro scene is blowing up more so because of the price of video games, the price of the hardware. And people are just wanting to go back and replay old games from the past. I believe Best Buy and some of their stores in the States have retro sections in some of the stores. Mm-hmm. So this makes sense to follow the trend. You could always get second-hand games from CEX anyway. And now it's going to be selling the retro games and the import games. Because that's kind of important. Sometimes you only get certain games in certain countries, even now,
Yeah.
If you go to Japan, for example, you'll get Japanese-only games for older consoles.
I got
So
one of
people-
those. So it's Japanese only. Tales of something.
Yeah.
So
They're worth their weight in gold sometimes, man.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
you have to go over there to get them for a more affordable price. But that makes sense here. Like, sell ones that you can't get anywhere else, make a bit of a profit. I hope they open more. I want them to open one here. I don't remember where they were going to open them. It was two in England somewhere, probably. I think London and Birmingham, possibly.
Is this strictly just retro, I guess, right?
But yeah, no. Well, that's the extension. That's the stores that they're opening. The two new ones are just exclusively for retro and import games. But they do normally sell second-hand stuff in general grade, DVDs, Blu-rays, games, hardware, consoles, PCs, that kind of thing. They go in and you get a good deal online. Like if you go in and sell stuff and you keep it as store credit, you'll get a better deal. But if you want it as cash, you usually get a shit deal. So
Yeah, shocking.
Yeah, I don't remember, but they've got actually loads of over 400 stores. So they're actually in Ireland, Spain, Mexico, Australia, and Portugal as well. I didn't know that. Hey-ho. But anyway, right. So that is pretty handy if you're into that kind of thing. Keep your eyes peeled. The retro scene is blowing up.
Talking about retro scene. Guess what I saw the other week, last week. Don't know if you can see it. Can you see that? If I do that, will you see it?
Nope.
Oh, yes. VHS.
HMV.
HMV and VHS.
Yeah, the store, because they closed all them down, I thought. But I went to Kettering.
Never heard of them.
And they place that they sell music, DVDs,
stores.
yeah. Music CDs, DVDs.
GameStop, like.
Yeah, tapes,
Yeah.
LPs, that type of stuff.
We used to
posters.
have Game Mania over
Awesome.
here. It shut down 2 years ago now.
Game
sadly.
Mania.
We still
it was
got
really good
GameStop
store. It
over
was
here.
like
GameStop
20 years.
Still rolling.
Yeah, so-
I don't know how though.
Yeah.
I mean,
there are no dedicated game stores anymore now in Belgium at the moment. So
Shame.
which is sad.
Yeah, ours are dying off. I think game is completely
Game
gone.
Mania, they did came back, but only online, and it's like really small. It's just the name actually. So somebody
I think if I
probably
had
bought the name and
if I had a game store, what I would do is turn it into a LAN store. Seriously, just have people come in and play LAN games.
oh,
every week.
LAN.
LAN.
Yeah, LAN.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
a
no
good
one's
idea,
doing
though.
that. That would be kind of fun. You just kind of, have little stores could have 8, 10 computers, and people come in and do LAN parties.
Yeah.
That could work.
we got those here. We got a few of those. That's actually
From my childhood, I remember it was like strong LAN type culture where
LAN
especially
cafes,
counters, LAN cafes, and it was
Yep.
Poland was packed.
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
I went to LAN
God,
parties.
good times.
Only because I'm a little older than you guys, but I went to LAN parties and they were fun. Trying to lug around computers back then, man.
Oh, man.
The computers weighed a
Great.
shitload.
When you went to the first LAN parties back in the olden days, was it like
String.
telegrams, like the telegram poles and stuff? You sent
Beep, beep,
messages
beep,
to each
beep,
other.
beep,
for
beep,
Yeah,
the-
you had to climb up the pole to play the games. It was pretty rough.
So like paper cups and a bit of string in the middle. Like,
Yeah, right. I just remember people trying to carry these 50, 60, 70-pound computers in the houses, and and then it took forever to set it up, man, with all the wires and everything. And then by the time you played, though, it was pretty cool. We'd be playing all the way into like 4 o'clock in the morning or something.
Oh, the good times, man. That's what Insomnia was about in Birmingham, England.
Yeah.
That was about that. We used to go to quite a few of them, and you could rent PCs out from there to save you carrying it down. But then we done that collab a little while ago, Greg, with those really rugged bloody suitcase things for actually lugging your small PCs about and to keep them safe. And it had like monitors and stuff built into it. Nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on from that, the next thing is, speaking of bonkers, I don't know if this is sad or brilliant, and I just like reading the headlines sometimes because it says it all usually. Xbox, and they never put Xbox in all uppercase, so Sharma's not going to be a happy girl. Xbox and IKEA are teasing a furniture collaboration. I shit you not. There's a couple of teaser videos and pictures on the link I put into the notes. It looks like a cushion, Xbox type cushion, and then a thumbstick that's actually a bar stool kind of chair thing. This could be really cheesy and sad. or it could be bloody
Yeah.
excellent. I can't make up my mind what. But a roving reporter, Mr. Hans, is going to be at Gamescom, and they're doing a full reveal at Gamescom. So you need to go in there with your mic.
Front seat.
Take those pictures.
I'm recording for the pod. Give me the things. Give me some free merch to review for the team.
More cushions.
I kind of feel sick. I may not go to Gamescom anymore. So it's,
You're gonna be giving us so many things to do.
if it is there, I will take pictures of it. But this is something that I mean, I always love with Sony ponies and the kind of stuff, right? But let's just say that Xbots and Nintendo drones aren't much better in this case. So if they buy this is
drones.
This is pathetic. I'm sorry.
I wonder what they say about us PC players. I wonder what our name is.
Oh, PC cocks.
Oh,
What?
PC Cox.
Cox with a U. Cox.
Oh, Cox. Well, yeah.
Cucks.
Okay.
Yeah, well, they get away with,
Okay, very good. Very good.
Well,
Well, anyway,
I would only consider something like that with IKEA is if they somehow were able to build the console into the chair. So that way you just plug your controller
That's a
into
good
the
idea
side
as
of
well.
the chair and just start playing. Now that
I
would
think
be
it's
cool.
Or some sort of
I
smart
think it's
tech.
just furniture, mate.
The thing is, though, this is gonna sell, right?
I don't think so.
Of course it will.
This is going
But
to sell. I mean, it's crazy.
Microsoft, if you remember, they brought out their mini fridge back in the day, which was actually really popular. And they also brought out or was it Razer? No, Razer brought out the toaster. If you remember, it was a joke. It was a meme. They actually went, no, we're actually going to bring it out. And I went, I want a Razer toaster, man, just because.
Me and Trev were laughing at this, right? But when we go to the store of our favorite club, football club, they sell the most insane things. Like in Dortmund, they sell like a waffling iron with the logo on it and the kind of stuff, and a toaster with a logo. If you toast the bread, it's got the logo of the club on it. It's like, who buys
man,
this?
we have to make a plate with EGP's logo, so we can just go like this. Waffles.
We know very little about it. Oh no, there was a toaster-shaped Xbox S in 2024, which burns the Xbox logo onto the bread.
Yeah, that's what they did in the football. Also, it's crazy. I mean,
I'm still waiting for my holographic, whatever they're calling it, the Razer.
Yeah,
just say
holographic girlfriend.
your waifu.
Yes.
You're waiting for your waifu.
Yeah, sure.
So, Marek, in case, I don't know if you know about this, mate, so you can interrupt me, but yeah, Razer announced a little while ago that little hologram AI thing. Don't know if you remember that. And you could put little avatars in it, and there were the typical kind of hentai type chicks in there. And Gray wants it, so he wants his digital girlfriend to talk to him and go, "Hey, big boy."
Oh, here you go. Ava, the 3D hologram AI companion. So they announced this like a year ago, and if you put $25 down, you'll be the first one to get it, right? So they say it's been a year and a half or whatever, but they say sometime by mid 2027, I think they're going to have it available. We'll see. I don't know.
Why?
How many did you buy?
You know? So I mean, if it does what it's supposed to do, I wasn't only getting it for the picture of the female in it, which
He was.
cool. I like that.
Yes, he was.
But
Yeah.
I wanted to see if I could. It said that you can program it for other characters. So then, literally, I could program it to have Kratos in there, or Assassin's Creed figures in there.
He won't. No,
Things like
I was
that.
just saying the same thing. So
Whoever you
one
find.
thing though, Gray, she
Yeah.
will never argue with you like a real girlfriend does. So that's the
Yeah, well,
difference.
that's
That's what he
true.
wants.
Unless I
Probably be
program her
cheaper,
to do
too.
that. You do know you could program them to argue with if you want, if you like that kind of
Great. How
No.
many are you buying? Just the one? Because like,
stuff. Right? Yeah.
are you buying?
Well,
are you
that's all
buying
they
two?
wouldn't-
Are you buying two for a threesome?
No, there you go. I'll have all three on my desk and just watch.
No. That's a foursome then, mate. But anyway, so yes, we have
It's
some
a lot of blue
funky.
pills.
We don't take this seriously, but the bar still looks kind of cool, actually, if that's indeed what it is, the chair. And I'm not paying for that, but it does look. See, if you had loads and loads of money and you just had a gaming themed house or gaming themed room, that's the kind of thing you would have in there for it. But yeah. Anyway, moving on from
wait,
that.
I got to interrupt you really quick. It says here
You do.
they're supposed to release Ava between July 1st and December 31st of this year.
Oh.
Oh,
So I'm like, okay, well, it's way past July. I haven't heard anything yet, but we'll
Could
see.
be soon.
Yeah,
Watch
maybe for
this space.
Christmas. Yeah, put some stockings on her.
5.5-inch cylindrical desk companion projecting a 3D animated
expensive.
holographic avatar.
That'll be bigger than yours. Yeah. Anyway, so the last the last bit of news I've got for this section anyway, which I thought I'd bring in. What did you call them, Hans? Nintendogs. Is that right?
Nintendo drones.
Nintendrones. Sorry. Nintendogs is actually a game, to be fair. Nintendo takes down 401. Random 401 Switch emulator repositories on GitHub. They are lethal, mate. They are taking
that doesn't
no
make a dent in what they're doing. So it doesn't help.
401's a lot, though. But yeah, they have taken these projects down. 7 DMCA notices resulted in 401 repositories being removed, including SKU, I'm probably SKU, I don't know, SUYU, Skyline, Mono NX, and multiple Yuzu forks.
They just took down the repositories probably of GitHub or something, right? So it's literally all of it. And by the way, I won't say to ever emulate stuff, but if you do use Eden, that's
Well, I said Nintendo are coming after them now, man. Well done, mate. Just got them shut down. Suyu was by far the largest target. And GitHub processed Nintendo's request against the project's entire network of 311 repositories. Skyline 29, 17 for Mono, and 14 from one Yuzu network. I listen. If GitHub are being told to take this down, just don't allow it to be uploaded. In simple, man.
The thing is, though, when they upload on GitHub, then Nintendo has some form of control because they can check it, right? Otherwise, they just go like every other emulator. There's like thousands out there, by the way. They just go underground, so to speak, or Discord or whatever. So Nintendo needs to stop this because it doesn't help at all. They think they got a victory, and this doesn't make a dent. I mean, ask Sony with the PS5 emulator. They kind of brought this upon themselves. Right now, we have a working PS5 emulator that can already boot the game into the start menu and the options menu, right? Which doesn't sound like much, but is a lot for a PS5 emulator. And Nintendo, I mean, the Switch 2 emulator, I'm not really sure how that is going at the moment, so don't really follow that because I don't really care. So
they didn't care at one stage, but it seemed to be a coincidence that when they brought out their Nintendo Online service, that they started ramping that right up because that does the same thing essentially. But yeah, I'm not surprised by this at all. They won't. These are the guys that sit in Discord streams, getting involved and trying to pretend they're one of the guys and gathering all this information and then taking it to a courtroom and getting people sued and jailed.
I mean, when you just look at the law, they're right. Okay, it's their intellectual property. So, and purely, if you look at the law, there's nothing you can blame them for doing that, right? But I just want to say that it doesn't help. Taking them down, it's a right, but it won't make a dent. It doesn't do anything.
Plus more pop up all the time too.
You can't. It's exactly. It's like you take it away, people find another way around it. Think of prohibition.
Yeah,
people found a way around that. Like there's always a way.
Nintendo is losing millions a year on lawsuits, right? Lawsuits that don't amount to anything. I mean, they tried to do Pal World. I don't know if you followed the Pal World saga. Nintendo tried to take down Pal World. They failed. The judge ruled in favor of Pal World across the board now, I think it is, last I heard. So they lose millions upon millions.
That was good to see that, man, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, and Nintendo, whatever they're doing, it doesn't help. I mean, it's their money. They get money
even
enough, so.
more of a lost fight now with a lot of people just programming using AI, and like particularly emulators are a good ground for where you have some sort of specification and you just deliver on the specs.
No, true. No, I mean, most people don't talk about ChatGPT and stuff. Those are the mainstream, large language models, but there's tons of other smaller ones that aren't censored. So
Yeah, I've heard somebody, because I'm in the
you can
crowd
make your
of
own one if you want. So
watching that, and somebody was saying, like, from using, I think it was Kimi K3, a Chinese model, that it wasn't crazy about like reproducing a retro game, something like Mario or something like that, that it didn't see like a lot of notices that this might be illegal, that this might be this might be that. It just did the game and you could play it, right?
yeah, there's no stopping this. The floodgates are open. So
Oh yeah, it's going to get worse. But yeah, that is me for now. Anyway, over to you, Mr. Gray. And who put the logo in a second time?
I don't know how it got there, to be honest. I didn't touch anything. And then all of a sudden it's there.
By default, it's you, mate. Oh, you can't even fucking delete it. It's always Matt. Always Matt.
It's always Matt, yes. Well, I think it's something was clicked that made it made it go on each page, but
I think I might have done actually. I clicked on it to get onto the page, and somehow it's everywhere now. And now it's gone again.
All can be fixed. All can be fixed. All right, so I'm going to get on a rant now, just like Hans has done in the past on this next story.
It's not AMD, is it?
No,
AMD.
But it's
no, because that's his thunder. Only Hans is allowed to rant about AMD, right? Don't take that away from him.
Maybe later.
Anytime we see any negative AMD news, we just hand it off to Hans so he can go look. I told you. Yeah. Wait for the 2% lows.
I did tell you for 2 years almost. I told you.
Okay.
Now continue.
Okay.
So.
Anyway, the article reads off as Horizon Hunters Gathering, that's a game, is reportedly no longer a live service following negative feedback. Now, if you didn't already know this, I'm a big Horizon fan. I love the games, and I was looking forward to getting Horizon 3. Yeah, I'll tell you in a second. It's going to be a long day. Or a cold day in hell, as they say, before we see it. Anyway, they decided that instead of making Horizon 3, that it was better to make Horizon's Hunters Gathering and make it live service because, hey, they've had a lot of luck in live service games before, Concord and a few others. So why not do another one with Horizon? Like, first mistake right there. Second, when I saw the footage of the game, I'm looking at it going like, wait a minute. I said, this is basically just Fortnite, and that's all it is. It's a Fortnite version of Horizon, except that it allows, other multiplayer, etc. So everybody came out and universally said, you're making this instead of Horizon 3? I said, like, where's your brain at? And this is one of the dumbest marketing moves I've ever seen ever. It's awful animation. It doesn't look anything like Horizon. It's terrible. And if I wanted to do that, then I would play Horizon guest stars in Fortnite. Cool. All right. If we want to see that, but not in the whole game. And now, since the negative feedback has been so strong, they decided to drop the live service part, but they're leaving in the co-op play. And what I don't understand is that they devoted so much time to that, put so many people on the game at Guerrilla Games, that nobody works on Horizon 3. So what happens now is that they've already came out and said that Horizon 3 is far, far away. 2 fars, not 1 far, 2 fars.
Yeah,
so,
the article said that 6 people or something are working on Horizon 3.
Yeah, and if it's that many.
They're not even...
They pulled people off just recently of this game, Hunter's Gathering, and now there's only a few people working it, and the rest are on to other stuff. But they said that realistically, if Horizon 3 is going to come out, it's going to be at least 10 years from now.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, they said they were in the early stages of pre-production, I think it was. So that means there's nothing yet, so there's not even a story probably.
They might as well get AI and they can do it faster, but that's another story. Anyway, so when I saw this, I was just so angry that they came out with this garbage. And I'm also thinking that they're really, if they were smart, they'd be better off just canceling the game and cut their losses now, instead of trying to put this game out still, because I really think when the game comes out, it's going to bomb big time. I mean, the negative vibe on it has been tremendous, especially since we're not going to see a Horizon 3. Hopefully, we see the Horizon TV show before Horizon 3. I mean, it's still going to happen. I hope so.
That is a show, little side rant, that I don't think is going to make it. What I mean is, it's going to be very difficult to put that.
Tomb Raider's going on, and they think that's going to be good, and maybe it will.
Yeah, but Tomb Raider is not as, how do I say this? is not as fantastical, so to speak, as Horizon is, because
True.
you need to create like mechanical beasts on screen, right?
Well, I mean,
It's
if that's true, then I think
Or they could do
God
a
of War is
prequel.
going to have a problem too. Then on TV,
God of War is in mythology.
right? But there's a lot of
So-
magic and stuff going on in that game and other things. Plus,
Yeah,
there's
but-
so many battle sequences. I mean, they're going to end up using AI. There's no doubt about
yeah, I
it.
know, but the thing is, though, to make Horizon work, especially in a TV show, you would need Transformer level CGI. So
True.
that's
True. Well, the critters or whatever in Horizon though don't change into something else. Generally speaking, they are what they are.
yeah.
They might have powers and do cool stuff, but they don't change
But
into cars.
To be fair, though, if that series ever comes, I kind of hope they do a prequel of how it all started, because I'm kind of interested in that story. To be fair, so then.
Well, that story is in Horizon 1 and 2. You have to.
Yeah, but you can't
and-
really see it, right? It's just you need to read it and stuff. So
Yeah,
I
but they
kind
do
of would
at
like
least-
to play through that one. To be fair,
Yeah, for
So-
TV, it would make good TV because it would be able to see it, what they talked about in the games,
Yeah.
for real. Anyway, so I really don't know why they're going to continue to try to put this game in, forward, but we're going to see. And why they bother? I guess I'm glad they took the live service part out of it. But you kind of look at it and go like, don't they learn their lesson? I mean, they tried it with Concord. They tried it with the, what is it? Blue Point Games was shuttered after a God of War live service game was canceled.
And then
Naughty
Last
Dog,
of Us, the Last of Us
Yeah,
live service,
Last of
which
Us.
was almost finished, by the way.
80% done. 80% done.
No,
And
no,
that never
I-
happened.
I was so angry with that because I enjoyed Factions, which was the Last of Us Part 1, a multiplayer thing that they had at the end. It was really good, really fresh take on multiplayer. And they sack it off, man, honestly.
The only thing I heard that might have, I hope anyway, is Horizon's also a different company is doing Horizon mobile game, but they're doing a mobile and PC game. So the mobile game is meant for PC. I'm trying to remember the name of it off the top of my head.
That'll be fun to play.
Well, that one looked really good because that
Yeah.
looked more like the real Horizon world. So I'm curious to see when that does come out, which I think is going to be in the next few months or next year. If it is as good as what I'm seeing, that could be a sleeper hit right there. I hope, but we're going to see. But this game has just got to go, man. It's just awful. And the characters are just, man, I don't know. It's
I
You're so-
kind
you're
of
so
wonder
pro-
though, how much money has Sony already lost on those live service?
oh
crap?
god, millions,
Yeah.
millions and millions and
So-
millions.
They,
But- But they don't learn their
Sony
lesson
has
'cause
been
they
a
keep doing
disaster
it.
for the past year. So
It's insane, man.
Mm.
Totally insane. On the other side of the coin, IO Interactive announces another new sales milestone for James Bond 007 First Light, which is
Yeah.
a great game, and I haven't even played nearly enough of it.
you should play
but they
half the game, Gray. Just play half the game.
Yeah, I will. I mean, I already paid a chunk of it, and I'm liking it. I'm a 007 fan, so it's great.
Why
for
have you
me.
not finished it if you're a big fan? Is it because you only get half a plastic gun?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
He's mad.
Matt,
No,
tell,
Matt.
tell Marek about tell Marek about the golden gun, mate.
I bought the collector's edition because I'm a Bond nut, and I'm not regretting it. But the only thing that
He does.
and I agree, I don't regret it, but I do agree with my friends here, is that they could have given me more for the money.
Like
so
the other half.
nothing's metal except the 007 logo, which I have. That's the only metal thing.
I got a
The
whole
golden
dragon.
gun is cool
Yeah.
because it looks like the real golden gun from the man with the golden gun. But when I took it out, I was expecting it to be a whole gun. So I pull it out and it's only half a gun because it's mounted
It's
in
made
the
of
thing. and
plastic.
yeah, they didn't think anybody was going to pull it out. So I'm like, what? I'm looking at this thing.
Still,
I'm
I'm
going
applying context that you're in US, so you were like expecting a working gun to be click click and just
No,
like
no,
delivered with a game.
What? Take them
Yeah.
to
It's a good
court.
point, but I
can't
wasn't
tell
expecting
anyone
it
with
to
this?
work.
What the?
No, he's right. That's a good point, and that's funny. It is, but I thought it would just be it's plastic, but it looks really good. So I'm going like, what was the effort in not having to put the other side? And I'm like, okay, this is like,
You know what's Gray? If I see them at Gamescom, I'll make a complaint. Okay. So,
Yeah.
You'll show them how the gun
anyway.
is supposed
There was
to
other cool
look
stuff
like,
about it,
yeah.
and I got extras and stuff. So whatever, but it does look nice. I mean, if I don't
Yeah,
touch
you got
it.
plastic bullets as well. Half a plastic bullet.
I thought at least I could fire the plastic bullet out of the plastic gun. That would be
Nah,
kind of interesting.
you're firing blanks now, son. I'm afraid. Yep, that's it.
Thank you. Anyway, the game has sold over 4 million copies since it came out 3 months ago. I think it's
Nice.
actually around 4.5 million. It did 2.7 in only a week. So that's pretty cool. So they're very, very happy about it. A lot of people out there, including myself, really enjoy the game. It's good. It's a real good game, and it's only gotten better with a couple of little patches here and there. They said that they were talking to obviously a sequel, and I'm sure they'll do it. But as I reported last week, Amazon wants to have more to do with it because Amazon doesn't exactly own it, but they're in control of the 007. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, please don't do that. If these guys have done a great job, why don't you just kind of be like the recommend things here and there, maybe, but don't mess with them. I mean, I wouldn't want to mess with success. So I'm hoping that they don't get their big foot stuck in there somehow and just let them do, a sequel that we can all like. Also, too, I don't remember if I mentioned it or not, and I don't know if you care about this, Trev, or not, but a Switch 2 version apparently is on the way for 007 First Light. So,
well, I tend to only play the Switch when it's first-party games. Otherwise, PC's my choice, isn't it?
Right.
But that's interesting because, like we've discussed in the past, it's interesting to see what the Switch 2 can actually handle. And I'll actually be getting to that in my other news section after. But it's just interesting what the little console can do. And as long as it doesn't need to look stunning, as long as it looks nice enough and it's got a decent enough frame rate, a lot of people will be happy with that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I'm the same way. I'm not messing with it on a Switch. First of all, I don't own one. My son does, so I could always try it, but I'm like, nah, it's okay. Stick with the PC, like you're saying. This next story I thought was really interesting, especially with the statistics that came from it or the data. Basically, this article starts off with we tested. This is hold on, Tom's Hardware. I can talk. They tested the impact of SSD speed on gaming performance in 11 different PC titles. They analyzed it all the way from the first SATAs, which I have one or two in my computer right now, all the way up to PCIe 5.0 to see whether it really mattered in speed
I'm
and so
just going to
forth.
take a guess here. It didn't, right?
Sorry?
I'm going to take a guess here. I'm going to say it didn't do anything almost.
Pretty much. I mean, from what I've seen. And I'll just give you the quick statistics. I don't have to go through all 11 games. But what I did was I took 1440p because that seems to be the sweet spot. If any of you guys want to hear the 4K, let me know. Anyway, the first game they took up was Forspoken at 1440p. The SATA SSD, the oldest SSDs that came out originally, it's doing an average of 140 frames per second, believe it or not. The PCIe 3.0, 139, the 4.0, 138, and the 5.0, 138. Literally no difference from the old SSD all the way up. Now, if you're into the 1% lows like Hans is,
yeah, then you don't want an old one.
The old SSD is 63 frames per second. 3.0 is 95, 95, 96, going up to 5. Again, with perhaps the oldest SSD, there's no difference across the board on that one either. So we'll move on to a different game. So Alan Wake 2. I'll start from the top or rather from the bottom up. So basically there's the SSD 3, 4, and 5.0. So it's 86, 87, 87, 87. So it's like, I was surprised. I was thinking there's going to be some difference somewhere. And on the 1% low side, 64, 64, 65, 65. I'm like, so I'm scrolling through more games trying to figure out, well, there's got to be a game here that's going to be quite different, somewhere along the line. So we'll skip right to Spider-Man, right? 1440p. Again, from bottom up, 90, 90, 90, and 91. And the 1% lows are 63, 62, 63, 63. So nothing there. That's on a more modern game, Starfield. I'm just doing this one because I hate Starfield. So
you're not doing them all, are you?
No.
Every single game since 1990.
Well, No,
to
that's why
date.
I'm going very quickly. If you let me finish. So on
That's what you
Starfield,
said.
it's 152, 151, 52, 52.
That's what
The
you said.
1% are all 70s. No
Mhm.
difference, whatsoever. Now, Doom the Dark Ages, I thought, okay, now we're going to see something different on Doom the Dark Ages, and you don't. From the old SSD all the way up to 5.0, it's 58, 58, 58, 58 across the board. No difference whatsoever, even on the 1% lows, nothing. So that
And-
basically you can play the Dark Ages on your original SSDs that won't do any better than your 5.0.
And just quickly, I was looking at SSD prices like
Same.
an hour ago, right?
Yeah.
And a 4 terabyte NVMe or M.2, whatever, right? From Samsung, the Evo Plus,
Mhm.
850 euros now.
Ugh, awful.
Yeah.
800.
The only thing that is interesting about this the tests that they did here is if you are in the market and you want an SSD and you want to play some of these games that always thought you couldn't, guess what? You can. So if you go out on eBay, you probably could find old SATA SSDs for a lot cheaper than the SSDs now,
Yeah, I mean,
and pick one up cheap and then load Doom the Dark Ages
I
on
got
and
this
have
one
fun.
for for £200. 4
There you
terabyte.
go. Okay.
yeah. Which, by the way, also once again
Okay.
exposes Sony and their lies about the so-called SSD
time.
in the PlayStation 5.
How many
Right.
terabytes is that one?
4
Yeah.
terabytes.
Oh, okay. So that's pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a
And that's
good
the
price
old.
because,
That's the old SATA style.
The old
right?
SanDisk Ultra S
2.5?
what's it? 3D. Yeah, 2.5.
Cool.
Gray,
So
there's
there you go.
one
Well,
thing. There's one thing to add on that
Mm.
you see more of the difference with the SSDs when it comes to the consoles because they fine tune everything for them. Like in certain games, the levels were Ratchet and Clank, for example. I never played that one, but I remember seeing the review in that. You could go from level to level and portal to portal, and it was instantaneous. And I'm not saying you can't do that on PC. Of course you can. Like
Yes, you
that's
can.
become a thing. It's become a thing now, Hans, and it's more quicker than it used to be. But then look at the developers. Are they going to fine tune it for how many SKUs of PCs are out there at the moment, or they're going to do it for the consoles? It's that whole age-old argument thing again.
Yeah,
So,
but the thing is, though, Sony blatantly lied. You could do the exact same thing on an old SSD. It was
Yeah.
completely false that Sony said about their
I'm
special
sure
SSD.
there probably is a game out there that would do better on the 5.0 than the early SSDs. But I'll tell you, I was shocked
Okay,
at those
you know what's
games.
going to be the difference? Loading times, like on your older.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. That's
that's
a
about
given. In fact, the article even said that right up front. It just said
So-
that the only thing that they could see better about the faster SSDs was the loading time. But what they were saying was the difference of loading times from your old SSD up to the present isn't that great.
Not
The only
dramatic.
time it does make a difference is if you're going from the original mechanical drives. So the mechanical drives load times could be a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and on any SSD, old to new, it's much faster.
Of course,
Right.
yeah.
So you really can't even say that the load times will be that much slower on an original SATA SSD as opposed to 5.0. So yeah, so it really just seems like this malarkey that we were fed about it is totally not true. It's just not.
True.
So
Marketing
yeah.
speak.
Sorry.
Marketing speak.
Marketing.
It's all
Yeah.
marketing
Yeah.
speak. So
they're
don't
all
fall
at
for
it.
it.
Yeah.
But I think this article is coming out because of the fact that the prices are so crazy. Because literally, if you were, like I said before, if you were conned into believing you couldn't play your game on an old SATA SSD, go get one. And like Matt did, he got one cheap. You can probably find them even cheaper. You can probably find used ones even cheaper.
Yeah, I
And still play the
thankfully was
game.
able to get mine before the prices were, because I got a 4 terabyte NVMe, so one of the better top-up drives before the prices went absolutely nuts.
It's crazy.
And now I
mean,
couldn't afford to. So
And
And
You
it's
know what
not
else-
going to get any better soon. So yeah.
yeah.
And what I was surprised about too is I picked up a piece of software called Hard Disk Sentinel. It's a very well-known software program that's extremely diagnostic on all the drives in your computer. And it'll basically tell you the health, how many hours it has on it, what they predict, how many hours are left on it, la, la, la. So I open it up and take a look at my oldest drives, my oldest SATA SSDs that go back freaking 10 years or more. And I was really surprised they still are in really good health considering. No, they're not at 100%, but they're still in the high 80s, and they're not in any danger of crapping anytime soon. I'm like, wow. I was like happy to see that. So there you go. Even on a used, unless they really bang the crap out of it, you could probably pick up a used one cheap, and it still would be in good life.
What did you say it was for Doom again, Gray? And what version of Doom was it? Was it the old Doom that can run on anything?
No, Dark Age is the newest.
I wonder what the old one would be.
Don't know. They didn't test out, but the new one is very demanding, and yet, I mean, graphics wise, it's a different story. Yes, you need to have a decent graphics card, but on the pure speed of a drive, it's it's malarkey. So anyway, speaking of games, we're gonna move on to Matt, who played Goo Deer, and yes, you heard it right, Goo Goo Deer.
This is one we were asked to do as a review by the developer, I believe, or was it the publisher? So yeah.
In fact, Matt, if he's ever comes back to the camera, we will hear about this.
Yeah, it was a simulator game. It was a simulator game, wasn't it? And he was wanting. We were offered that code, and we said, well, we tend to ignore quite a few of them because it's something that's nothing to do with us, or something we won't cover or get any interest in, so we won't do it any justice. But this was like a simulator type game, and I went, said to Greg, give it to Matt. It's 100%. He's our simulator man. I
sent it to him right away. As soon as I got it, I forwarded the mail.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Game Server Hosting Simulator, Marek, and he will play it, and you can get him involved in that as well, because there's a simulator game for everything and anything out there.
Oh, literally anything. Yeah. So
yesterday I saw a game, Needle in the Haystack, and they generate like actual haystack with 5 million hay items that you can individually pick out until you find the needle somewhere in this ball of hay. Yeah. So,
oh God, there's so much shit out there.
Matt, are you ready for Goo Deer?
Oh yeah, sorry, I was on the phone there.
Right.
Yes,
go for it.
Goo Deer. Apparently, the petrol pumps are not a booster edition. So yes, it's me, as we all know. Live from Hounslow, where the buses remain late, the pigeons remain suspicious, and apparently I've been trusted with running a petrol station shop, which feels very irresponsible, because this is a Goo Deer. As you said, great, VML Studios kindly sent us a full Steam key for the game, so thank you very much for that. And they asked us for an honest review, which is always dangerous when you give me the key. Because within my first shift,
he's going to have positives and negatives to balance it.
Oh, I am. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's see. Yeah.
Well, we're not getting any more keys. That's it. Bye-bye.
Yeah. So my first shift, I set the petrol station on fire. Well, technically,
of course you did.
I didn't realize it was on fire. There was this little flaming icon on the screen, and I generally thought, oh, some kind of booster. No, Matt, it wasn't. It is not a booster. It's the petrol pumps outside on fire. Great start. Yeah.
Can't take you anywhere, Matt.
I know. It's like this in real life, too. Yeah. So, what is Goo Deer, you ask me? Well, Goo Deer is a first-person management game where you run a rather questionable petrol station selling a drink called Goo Deer. You make different flavors. You stock the shelves. You serve the customers. You clean the shop, hire staff, upgrade equipment, and then, because apparently Tesco simply wasn't hiring, you go into the forest and shoot deer for ingredients. Yes.
Bullshit.
There you go. Yeah.
How's that a simulator game?
Yeah.
It's a hybrid.
Yeah, you'd have to, you have to be.
Are they doing a crossover with the hunting game, that hunter simulator game? What's it called? The Hunter? Hunting
Showdown?
That game's actually
no. The one where he actually goes out and properly hunts animals.
Oh, the wild hunting.
Well, whatever. Anyway,
the animal hunter. Yeah, that's it.
Up there. Yeah. No. So this is a lot more simplified, definitely. So perfectly normal business, as you get. Nothing suspicious happening here at all. The mayor even tells you to keep things above board, which is wonderful advice considering I'm processing mystery deer products in a basement. So visually, I actually really liked it. It has the colorful, slightly cartoonish look that gave me a bit of the Sea of Thieves sort of feel, with darker skies that look good. The lighting can be really nice. The characters look wonderfully strange. And then you've got customers who are blue. Are they Smurfs that have grown their mushrooms?
Yes,
Who knows?
yes.
Yeah. And
Come
then you
on.
got customers who are green, with goo, green goo all over them. Other
Right.
people who look completely normal in your pictures, and the guy in the shed, or the hunting.
There's a guy in the shed.
in the hut. Yeah, the shed hut, whatever you want to call it. It looks like a shed.
Is that the toilet? You go in there and he watches or something? What?
Probably the amount of times I probably went. Yeah. So, is this important to the story, or did somebody discover the color slider and didn't know? But I'm intrigued. It was interesting. The opening, however, could probably explain things a little better because my first game ended very suddenly, as you know. And customers were angry. Things on fire. People start to scream, shout. What can you do? So the shop went completely mental. Apparently, there you go. And I'm just admiring the scenes, thinking that I'm doing great. And no, that was it. Gonzo. End of game. Round 2 went considerably better. So, getting there. So, running this shop, once you understand what you're doing, there's actually a really enjoyable management loop here. You produce your Goo Deer, you bottle it, you put it in the shelves, customers arrive, you take their money, they make a mess, you clean it, more customers arrive, you realize you're running out of stock, you panic, you run downstairs, you make more Goo Deer. Somebody else makes a mess, the shelves are empty, the pumps may or may not be burning. Welcome to the retail. There you go. There's cleanliness meter in the top corner, which shows that slowly drops as the station becomes more gross, more disgusting on there. It's useful because apparently looking at the floor wasn't enough warning. And once the station gets busy, there can be quite a lot happening at once.
Do you have to clean the toilets, Matt?
No, thank God.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's that guy that in the shed that does that.
Yeah, I don't do toilets. Yeah. Some of my previous managers would tell you that I tell them where to go every time they tell me to go to the toilets. I'm like, nah, I'm fine. I'll just do it here. So there you go.
Few piles here and there. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so there you go. Right. I get the feeling that I need more stock. Customers are angry. Something needs cleaning. I need money. And why is that man standing in the same place? It can get kind of...
He's watching you. He's
He
going
is.
to rob you.
Yeah. So stuff. You can actually buy stuff. So I hired 2 employees as I got the monies coming in. One works till, and the other collects the stock and puts in the shelves. And it generally helps. Suddenly, I don't have to personally do absolutely everything, which is nice because until that point, I was apparently the shopkeeper, the cleaner, the manufacturer, stock controller, hunter, security guard, accountant.
Basically.
Yeah, definitely. The woodland, a survival expert. So the employees let you step away and concentrate on other things, but you need the money to pay them. So, as I apparently call it, while playing the green. Yes, money, economics with Matt. The stuff aren't exactly advanced artificial intelligence, though. At one point, my shelf-stocking employee got stuck on the stairs. He picked up a box. He put it down. Picked up a box, put it down. Picked up a box. And guess what he did? He put it down. So I just stood there watching him thinking, mate, I'm paying you for this. I might as well go back to real work. Anyways, the next day, he was gone. I don't know whether he quit, whether he was fired. He definitely wasn't fired. I didn't fire him.
Or whether he's inside the box.
Yeah, or whether Dear Man took him as a slave.
Was he in the shed with that other fella?
He might as well be, but you probably get bored of him. Yeah, so there you go. All perfect, reasonable possibilities. But yeah, apparently I ran out of money. They weren't getting paid, so they just went, yeah, whatever. And the guy on the stairs got stuck there because of it till the next day, and then he faded into the mysteries of goo. I didn't put him in the machine, just in case you're thinking, he's put him in the muncher.
Oh, yeah.
Customers are quite entertaining. You got people who sound like drunken farmers half the time. No, that or Scottish.
Like Cornish.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. You got more business-like characters. There's even a CEO-type personality in there, and some of the dialogue is generally funny. But their AI is pretty basic. They arrive, they buy things, they leave. Sometimes they make a mess. Sometimes several of them decide desperately need the exact same shelf at the exact same time, and then you get the great Goo Deer customer pileup, where you get 5 people, 1 shelf, nobody moving, nobody giving way, nobody apparently prepared to die for a battle of suspicious beer or deer beverage.
Dear.
Oh dear. To be fair, they usually manage to untangle themselves eventually, so the AI, not the AA, didn't need them yet, isn't permanently broken. It's just occasionally having a bit of a meeting and figuring out what they want to do to me. That's pretty much what it is. Upgrades, they are upgrades. Some make production faster. Some give you access to additional ingredients or production options. I bought the faster bottling upgrade, which does seem to speed things up a wee bit. I originally thought it might also give me more bottles, but it doesn't. Some of them kind of give you extra things if you level 2 or 3, but then sometimes it'll have a negative impact as well, sort of thing on certain things. They are expensive, very expensive, so progression can feel quite grindy. You save money, you buy an upgrade, you broke again. Then Steve, the cashier, wants paying. Hey, what can you do? The shelf man wants
pay
paying.
the man.
Yeah. The customers want their Goo Deer, and me, I'd like some food. Apparently, the business does not recognize that expense, but it should. Then there's the forest. This is where the Goo Deer gets weird, because your ingredients aren't delivered. Oh no, that would be too far sensible and simplified. You have to leave the shop, walk into the forest from your basement, find deer, shoot them during the daytime. Yeah, can do. Can do it during night too as well if you want. Shoot them. And honestly, it's fairly relaxing. You go out, you find deer, get what you need. If you need ammo or hunting equipment, there's a rather strange bloke. This is the guy living in a cabin hut. And of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? Every good petrol station has one. Yes.
Sorry, apologies, man. Can you pay or ask one of your skivvies, your other employees, to go out and shoot the deer?
No. Not for shooting.
Because they won't be able to do it as well as you.
Yeah,
so
you got the production guy.
The owner's the only one with the gun.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, shoot.
As long as he doesn't borrow your gun, yeah.
So this is one of the biggest criticisms of Goo Deer, because the forest itself doesn't have much to do. There's no real loot hunting, not much exploration, no big random encounters that I found. You're basically doing forest, deer, bang, go home after several runs. That does start becoming repetitive. I'd really like more reasons to explore, things to discover, more strange locations, random events would be nice, environmental storytelling in the background, anything makes you think, oh, what's that over there? Instead of, right there, number 7, pow, there you go. Then night happens at night.
Oh.
This is all daytime
so far. Yeah.
Oh.
Things change. The sky becomes this strange dark green color. The deer have glowing eyes. You start hearing ghostly animal sounds somewhere. And everything suddenly feels considerably less friendly. And this is where I met Deer Man. I'm not going to spoil what happens later. Let's just say my first
Does he have
encounter,
a name? Does he have a name? Is it just Deer Man or is it like
Deer
Jeff or
Man.
something?
Barry. No, it's not Barry. I don't know.
Yeah. It's always a Barry.
Yeah. So let's just say my first proper encounter involved me seeing him, realizing he was coming towards me, and immediately adopting the extremely advanced survival tactic of run away. There you go. And I was just made it back to the shop before he actually grabbed me or did whatever he does with me, his little horny heads. He does stalk you.
In the mad goo.
Yeah.
Oh, referee.
We charge extra for that.
I wanted my dinner after this.
Yeah. There you go. Sometimes you'll see him walking about. Sometimes he'll run. Sometimes he'll disappear and then come back somewhere else. He's basically, motivation is reasonably predictable, which is he would very much like to meet you. You would very much like that meeting not to happen. And there are later developments involving him where I'm deliberately not going to spoil it because they are better discovered by yourselves. Is it actually scary? It's right, it's a little bit mixed. When Deer is around, yes, there could be absolutely some tension there. The glowing eyes, strange sounds. The moment when you suddenly realize something is heading towards you, it works. But the forest itself, not particularly. I asked myself, do I ever stop walking because I've heard something behind me, like a snap of a twig or anything like that? Nothing. Something moving through the bushes, a noise just over my shoulder, footsteps that suddenly stop, or a whisper. I like this game. Anything that makes me turn around and think, what was that? Was that Grey? Because at that moment, the scary things tend to be actual monster.
It was Grey. He's on that list as well.
Absolutely. The environment itself doesn't keep you constantly nervous, and I think it's a missed opportunity there. The weather itself, yes, there's weather. I originally encountered pretty much just basic weathering, then suddenly rain, thunder, and the thunder is loud. It's proper boom. The whole atmosphere changes. And interestingly, when it rains, the world looks like a normal dark night instead of a strange green night sky. And during the storm, I experienced Dear Man didn't appear. Now, I don't know whether that's an actual connected to the weather or simply he had the night off. Maybe he looked outside and thought, nah, it's raining.
Do you know what it sounded like, Matt? It sounded like The Forest or Sons of the Forest, like a crossover with that. It's like a crossover between Gas Station Simulator and The Forest.
Yeah.
It really does.
I think that's cool. At least it's something different.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Definitely. What else? The sound, generally, I think the sound is good. The animals sound fine. The storm is excellent. There are some odd moments, though. You'll occasionally hear knocking or strange noises around the station or basement area. And sometimes I wasn't entirely sure whether they were connected to, which could either be spooky, slightly confusing, or both. It seems to be that it's actually part of the UI when I'm swapping through different ingredients. You hear the knocking coming through, which is quite odd. Well, that's
probably a ghost that lives in the station.
Yeah.
Just wants to let you know it's still there.
The ghost of the deers I've hunted. Yes. So the story is strange, and I mean that in both a good and slightly confusing way. There's the mayor, the mystery drink, the basement. The strange customers, the blue and green people, Dear Man, and at one point I'm apparently receiving an email involving a court case, and I'm sitting there thinking, sorry, what'd I do? Now, some of this may make more sense as the game continues, and that's something I'm still cautious about criticizing too heavily, because there are differences between the story makes no sense, and I haven't been told why it makes sense yet. So I'm leaving that door wide open. Unlike the petrol station door, which apparently I can't physically open myself. Immersion. This is somewhere I think the game could improve quite a lot. Many interactions are basically press E. Cleaning, press E. Use something, press E. Do another thing, press E. And I personally like more physical interaction with cleaning. So actually, let me clean something. Let me grab a mop out of my bucket or whatever and start doing it. Because once you started doing those jobs, you can't stop until it's finished.
You pay for those animators then for the devs then, and they'll go on that for you.
I will. Our Grace pension. Yeah. Let me actually clean. Open things, move things around, handle stock. Yeah. Let me use the machinery. Just give me a bit more connection to the world. Make it a bit more in depth. Because sometimes I'm running this bizarre, illegal-looking beard. Deer, there I go again, deer drinking empire, but interacting with it like I'm pressing the button at a pedestrian crossing. To technically, this has been one of the strongest areas. I've had no major crashes, no game-breaking problems. Performance has been solid. There are some visual oddities, like the waterfall from the forest side can sometimes be visible through the scenery. The cabin can appear to float and remain visible where other sceneries would have faded in the background as you move away. Animals can occasionally behave strangely. Staff can get stuck, as we know. And customers have their shelf convention. But nothing I've encountered has ever destroyed a run technically. And that's worth giving the game credit for. Multiplayer, there isn't any. So I'm not scoring you down for that. But this game in co-op, oh dear. Imagine 4 people trying to run a petrol station, 1 on the till, 1 producing Goo Deer, 1 cleaning, and 1 bloke who's supposedly to be hunting, but hasn't been seen for 20 minutes. Then over Discord, you'll hear,
because he's the guy in the shed.
Yeah.
where are you? Forest, why? Deer. The shop is on fire. Booster? No. I generally think this co-op could add enormous amounts of chaos and more, gameplay ability as well. Value for the game, and this is another positive for me, it's at the £12 mark. And I think there's actually quite a lot there. It's not the deepest management game I've ever played. It's not the scariest horror game I've ever played. It's not the most sophisticated AI system I've ever seen. But combine everything together and you get something strangely entertaining. And that's probably the most important thing about Goo Deer. I never did it again. There we go. Whoa. The Verdict, Goo Deer, has a brilliant premise. You're running a petrol station shop, making suspicious beverages. Who doesn't want to do that? Hunting deer. Everybody wants to do that. Managing staff, trying to make money, trying not to get murdered in the woods, and occasionally discovering the thing that you bought was a helpful booster, was actually just a major industrial fire. The management loop is generally fun. The presentation is colorful and distinctive. It reminds surprisingly well, and the stuff, when they're working and you got the money for it, they actually help. Nighttime can be properly atmospheric, and Dear Man gives the forest some genuine tension, but the forest needs more depth. From there. And I also, part of the important bit here, despite everything I've criticized, I've kept playing it. I wanted another upgrade. I wanted more staff. I wanted to see what happened more at night. I wanted to know what Dear Man was doing out there, whether he's hiding stuff from me or not. And I wanted to keep the business running. And sometimes the biggest compliment you can give a game is it's not perfect, it's not weird, it's rough in places. It's occasionally ridiculous, but Goo Deer is fun. And if you have a good idea of good evening involves running around petrol stations, manufacturing suspicious beverages, sprinting through a forest because a humanoid deer has decided you've had enough capitalism for one evening, then Goo Deer might worth a look. Sorry, there you go. And just remember, if you see a little flaming icon, it's not a booster. I tested that for you. You're welcome.
Put yourself to the ground.
Yeah.
Is it still in is it a full release game or is it early access or what's
full release?
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, full release. Yeah, it's been out for a while. I didn't have it on the Steam thing, but I closed that down. But yeah, it's been around for a while. There's been quite a few keys given away through the time that it's been released. It has on Steam mixed reviews from there, so you got to decide for yourself way up the.
What are people saying in the more negative or mixed side of things, mate? Basically, what you've said or other things?
Pretty much what I said. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Yeah.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah, but it is a good game. Right. It's quite interesting to play it. So yeah, it got my attention.
Because you've had gas station simulators before. I'm sure that's a thing that probably exists there somewhere. So they had to do a different take in it.
Yeah,
none sell Goo Deer. So hey,
yeah. It's good enough for deers. It's good enough for me. There you go.
Sounds like a pancake syrup more than a drink.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Definitely.
Yummy.
Yeah, give it.
All right, I appreciate it. That was a good review.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks. And what was the company again that gave us the key? You said
It was. Oh my goodness, I forgot now.
MB something, right?
No, it is. Hold on, I've got it right here.
I'm holding.
Hold it with your 2 hands now. 2 hands, like a.
Marek's gonna sing a song while we're waiting.
Yeah, VML. Yeah, VML Studios.
VML Studio. There you go. Okay.
Not to be confused with BLT Studios, the sister company. Yeah.
BLT.
Or other things. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was gonna go to Hans, but he all of a sudden disappeared too now.
No, I'm here.
But,
I'm here.
oh, there you are. Okay.
Right. I need to turn
you
the
lit up.
light
They put
on.
the lights on.
Yay.
All right.
No, that is once again the
Baby,
same thing
turn
as I
the
told you
lights.
before.
Your camera's goofy, man.
No, it's
before
not
we
the
go to-
camera.
Before we go to Hans,
He's got one of those timer lights that he has to move around.
No.
To get it going.
It's
No,
not
he
the
claps his
camera.
hands
Chinese
and
chef.
then-
It's Riverside.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
Riverside.
But Before we go to Hans for
That
his
old use.
little thing, I had to show you guys something here. Check this out. Can you read it? There's a backwards.
Did you recently buy that?
Yep.
How many mugs do you
What did
need,
you get?
man?
I'm a mug collector, man. Well, what it was, I went online and I
You are a
actually
mug.
bought it. I actually wanted to
Yeah.
buy it for the reason of the front of it, which if you can't read backwards, it says a day without video games is like, I'm just kidding. I have no idea. And then it said, but you can put your name on the back. And I go like, So I put Gray's Day One cup to see if it would fit. And it actually did fit. So Gray's Day One
It's
cup.
hilarious.
Yep. So remember,
Day 1.
Cup
thank you.
for all your
All
sample
right,
needs.
we're gonna go to Mr. Hans because he's gonna do a little story on something that's really massive.
Yeah, so anybody here, today we haven't heard it yet, but how many times have you heard Gray's, godlike thingy?
Yes.
Godlike. There
Godlike
should
for
be a
it, yeah.
counter for it, right? So I upped Gray. So I was sick and tired of Gray's godlike. It's like, I'm gonna go for something that's even better than godlike. So I went for a massive extreme, which by the way is not a motherboard but a laptop cooler. So, and the only reason I bought it is because of the name. That's all. So,
Quite right.
and
quite right.
not sure if I can show the box here, but there we go.
Look at that.
Massive
Whoa,
extreme.
that looks a lot
Massive
bigger
extreme.
than the godlike.
Yeah, it is, and it's massive and extreme.
Hey, I'm gonna get my godlike box right now. I still got it.
The box.
Yeah, no, so I would just like to announce that it's officially now godlike is number 2, and massive extreme is going to be number 1. So
Okay.
Gray has been surpassed now, and no, to be fair, this is
By a
from
bunch of
Thermal Take,
fans.
and I truly only bought it because of the name, right? It's like I gotta have this, right? So, that's,
Copyright.
yeah,
They
it
want
does-
some of their profits. We want
yeah,
5-10% of their
I
profits.
paid like
That's-
€100 for it, so yeah, just give me his share of it.
Well, it does
So-
sound like a jet engine when you crank it up. So there's something
Yeah,
to that.
but 3,500 RPM, I think, is for when you use your laptop for AI or something, or data mining. I don't know. So,
Yeah.
to be fair,
Or,
I usually put
or
it
during
on
a
like,
heat wave that you guys have, things like that.
yeah, that would even make it more
Do-
hot, I guess. So.
Do you really need it, Hans? Have you noticed a difference, really? Because I think these, as long as you elevate it, like there's got
About
airflow underneath.
At 3,500 RPM, yes, about 7 degrees. Which is,
Man,
by the way, quite
inside
low.
of your room must sound like an airport.
Yeah, but I don't put it on 3,500 RPM. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So-
okay.
He puts it on 50.
Yo-
That's it.
You also have headphones, so does it matter? If you
Yeah,
have
well,
a gaming
see-
laptop, you know it's going to be loud by default.
Yeah. That's I'm not going to talk about it today because we're a bit stressed for time, I guess, later on. But the thing is, though, if you move from a desktop to a laptop, there's some things you should know. One of those things is indeed it's noisy. So
And there's something wrong with you as well.
no,
if you
no,
move
not
from one
really.
to
It's
the other.
you know what is wrong? People that buy AMD CPUs, X3D ones. That's
Uh,
wrong.
Hey, you the one is you were buying them as well, yeah, EJ.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus
That's and I
Christ.
throw them out. I mean,
Hypocrite.
By the
once
way, when
again,
they-
once
when I
again,
read
tell
that
me. Shut up. Was I
Okay.
right?
Was it right about what?
Was I right about the X3D chips? Yes or no?
Oh,
Come
well,
on.
on the 1% things, yeah.
Was I right? Yes or no?
Yes, on the 1%.
There
stuff
you
we're
go.
talking
That's all I
about.
wanted to hear. Now move
Everything
on.
else is okay,
So-
though.
So, you guys, I say it
The
again.
other
I'm gonna-
99% is just fine.
I'm going to keep reminding you. You
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
bought a broken architecture, and you should be ashamed.
Yeah.
So did you Muppet.
Yeah, I
All
did,
right, we're
and I
gonna-
got rid of it. So
before he goes completely apoplectic, we're gonna move on to Trev, who's got gonna talk about the Xbox
FAMD.
anniversary.
Sorry.
There is such a thing? Xbox anniversary?
Yeah, there is, man.
Yeah, okay.
True story. No, I've got a few articles here. One was including about the Switch thing that I mentioned earlier on. But however, we start off with the Xbox 25th anniversary edition. Now, this was shown a little while ago. It's coming out, and you guys will need to look at the picture for yourself. It's coming out November 2026. And it is the Xbox kind of green, but it's like see-through green, so you can see inside the console. So it does look pretty cool. You know, it says Xbox 25 on it. It is limited edition, and these are leaks, but they look like convincing leaks to me. So this is a guy called from D Labs, which I've heard they're pretty popular. Bilbo Kuhn. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. He actively leaks stuff like this. Now, we don't have pricing for the US or the UK yet, but we do have a price for the EU. And this is going back to the 1 terabyte SSD in there. They did a 2 terabyte for that fancy starry edition that they had out, and they got rid of that because it was just too bloody expensive. The new people wouldn't buy it. So this 25th anniversary edition, it comes with a controller as well, is going to sell for, wait for it, €900.
Really?
Which is roughly about $900, but it might be a bit different when it comes out. For comparison,
for that much money, I'd make stickers that said Xbox 25th anniversary and put it on the existing Xbox.
Yes. Or you could just put a skin on. I'm sure like Jim Brand will probably do a skin where you could just wrap that around, man, you know?
Yeah.
So, 1 terabyte of storage, the disk drive, the standard controller on the standard X would cost you €800. So you're paying €100 more for a special edition. I don't know. I don't. Some people will buy that, but that's all you're doing is paying $100 more for a special edition. It's the exact same bloody thing. And when Nintendo bring out their special editions of their consoles, they don't charge more usually. Just saying. So anyway, I found that interesting. Not being officially revealed yet, but if you're into your limited edition consoles, there you go. Translucent green case. The other thing, in fact, I'm going to switch it around ever so slightly. So we're talking about Switch 2 games earlier on. We have done in the last few weeks. But the Switch 2 itself is going to go up in price. Now, it has went up in price in some regions. Shock horror. We know it's been going up in price. This it hasn't went up as much as Xbox and PlayStation. They've done it more than once and by bigger chunks. Not that I'm condoning it, but they managed to keep the price reasonable for a lot longer. They must have just bought so many of them in components ahead of time in stock so that they wouldn't have the scalping at the start. What's that?
I said they probably got lucky. They bought their parts ahead of time.
Well, yeah, because they knew how popular the Switch 1 was, so they're like, let's get loads in ahead of time, which worked for them. The new, do I have the US price? Yeah, so the price already increased in Japan. Other regions are going to go up in price for September the 1st, so very shortly after you hear this, and it'll go from $450 in the States to $500. So that's more of a reasonable increase. Unlike some of the other increases, we know they have to come. It's just about being not ridiculous. And in the UK, it will go up £24, which is that must be a direct conversion, which is cool because a lot of these companies will actually round up rather than round down or give you an exact exchange rate. So it'll be $420 now for the Switch 2 when it comes out. And it's the usual kind of reason, recent market conditions, global business outlook, blah, 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 blah. the only generation ever where prices go up as time goes on. So, yes, if you want to buy a Switch, run out and get one just now, because days after you hear this, it will, days after you hear this, it'll be getting up in price. Get in amongst it quickly. The last thing, still Switch 2 related, finally, we have a COD game back on a Nintendo console. Microsoft were teasing this for a while because it's one of the deals they had to sign with authorities around the world to kind of make this merger go through with Activision. And one of them was, we'll give you a 10-year exclusive deal to, well, not exclusive, a 10-year deal to Nintendo. We never got the last 2 CODs from it. I thought we would have got last year, but these things take a while to make, so I get it. Now, it's out for early testers at the moment, so you can get in amongst it, but the port so far is disappointing early testers, which is a bit of a shame. They're talking just now about issues with the frame rate and the resolution, but more so that the frame rate is more prioritized over the resolution, which COD's always been a thing that it's got to play it at 60. That's always been its shtick. I get it. But if it gets to the point where the visuals are shocking, then that's not good for anyone, especially if you play it in dock mode and it's on the big screen. So that kind of sucks a little bit. The game reportedly targets and mostly hits 60 FPS in dock mode, though it will dip at busier moments, as these things usually do. It's when it's in handheld mode that it's dipping a bit more. So maybe this is possibly why they went for the frame rate over the resolution, because when you've got an 8-inch screen or whatever it is, size-wise the Switch is, up close to you, you wouldn't notice as much. And COD's whole shtick is about it being a smooth, quick, fast-paced game. However, they will use, of course, the old classic DLSS to try and make the game run better and faster. Because it's early access, unknown if that will actually change it or not yet. Another limitation people found, and I didn't realise this was a thing, if you're playing on the console handheld mode, the little thumbsticks, the Joy-Con thumbsticks, they're too small in terms of their stick travel. So usually when you've got a controller, the sticks are usually a bit longer, but on the Switch, for various reasons, they're shorter. And that means moving around quickly is a lot more difficult to do on these things. So people are noticing that's an issue. One workaround for it was to get the Pro controller, put it into tabletop mode where you put the stand up and just play it with it in front of you. But you're having to pay then for a Pro controller, which is £80 or something like that. So there's another addition to it. And it is only early access, so they do have a mouse mode as well for the Switch 2 version of COD, which, if you remember the gimmick from back then, where you take the controller out and there was that handicap basketball game that they brought out as a little kind of mini game, and you can literally take the Joy-Con out, put it on its side and use it like a mouse, or put it into a grip and move it around. Stupid, awful idea, but nevertheless it's an option. They like to try and be different. So yeah, it's not looking great so far. However, it is early access, so until it's properly out, we can't say too much. It's just someone was quoted as saying here, in fact it turns out DLSS was already implemented. He said, and I quote, "I've never seen a DLSS implementation look this bad." Okay. And that is concerning if it's already included there, like he said. So yeah, on the console you get VRR, of course, which helps with the frame rate. But as we know, in dock mode, that doesn't work. It was supposed to before it launched, and then it didn't. So that's stupid. But yeah, so not looking good so far for its for Activision coming back to Nintendo. but we'll see what happens when the game fully launches, because it's out as we record this. It had a open weekend or a closed beta weekend there, and they're having an open beta this week. I applied for a code, but I maybe I'll play it. I don't know. Strange things have happened. So yeah,
I don't even know why they bother with COD on Switch, but okay.
Well, because it's more money for them. People will buy it on Switch, mate. That's why.
Probably. Do they really sell that much on Switch, though? I mean, seriously.
Well, we'll find out soon. We'll find out with Sakana and whatnot, and what they sell, what they don't. So, yeah, it's a lot of the bigger companies that are starting to bring games out for the Switch because of the DLSS implementation, which helps. I've been discussing that a lot recently about it's helping to get games up to an acceptable level on the Switch too. So, but yeah, I'll be interested to see what it looks like when it finally launches. But yeah, that is me for now, Mr. Ray.
Alrighty, got one more story, and then we're going to jump into the trivia. It's actually a short little thing, and I think Hans will be happy about this. But
if it's
Ubisoft,
we talking about your manhood again? What?
Oh, what was that? Sorry.
Nothing. Carry on.
I heard it. Anyway, so Ubisoft apparently is going to be coming back to Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is Hans' favorite AC game. Yeah. Mine being Origins, but also Odyssey's right up there. There's a couple of reasons for it. One is no duh, since Assassin's Creed Black Flag resynced it so well. Ubisoft is really looking hard at remaking a lot of AC games, going all the way back to the beginning. And why not? It's a lot less money to do that than to put a new game out. And a lot of us, like myself, that won't go back to play old games that old. I will play it when they do a remaster or resynced or whatever you want to call it. The other reason, though, they think that Odyssey's had a little bit of an upsurge has been for the obvious thing, and that's the movie Odyssey. So, since the movie came out, they've seen a spike in the gameplay because people are getting into the whole Greek mythology thing and whatnot, and the look of Greece, and it looks awfully good on Odyssey. So I can understand that entirely. I think some of the best looking games in terms of historical impact was Origins and Odyssey, because when you look at both of those, I mean, they're gorgeous, and they really worked hard at making things look the way they were supposed to look back then. And you really get a chance to see what it looked like to them, whereas we don't see that because a lot of the paints and things have faded away. But they have enough proof to know what the colors and things were. And what it was even more interesting, I looked at a quick little fact, and they were saying that Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced has got almost 79% positive reviews. Odyssey has 87. Still, after all this time. And as far as concurrent players in game at one time, Assassin's Creed Black Flag has 10,116, which is a lot. But Odyssey has 11,530. And you're talking about...
what are they going to do now then with Odyssey?
From what we don't have any definitive facts of exactly
Remaster probably again.
But they're definitely going to do a remake, remaster, resync, whatever. And they're going to follow along the lines of Black Flag, where they're going to probably add some more new stuff.
Remaking Odyssey, a game that's not even 10 years old.
Hey, I don't know.
If
they can make it look better than it already is, I'm okay with it.
You know what's coming next, Hans? You know what will be coming next? It'll be like the Football Manager or a game that comes out every year. It'll be like, here's Assassin's Creed Odyssey 2026 edition, and then here's the 2027 edition. Slightly upgraded it. I'm being facetious, of course, but there's an element of truth to that.
But it almost seems like that. Well, that's how Valhalla looked like. Every other week, there was another DLC coming out.
Oh, God. I hated Valhalla. I'm sorry.
No.
Anyway, to jump to the trivia, I again tried to theme things out to what we're talking about, and we've been talking a lot about game leaks.
Matt, we've got the trivia. Get your backside back here.
Back to the camera, Matt.
That's it. So, stop doing...
He's shooting deer, so don't worry.
Yeah, that's it. He's making goo.
Well,
Marek gets to jump in on this one, so we'll see.
True.
So the first question is going all the way back to Half-Life 2. So during the infamous 2003 Half-Life 2 breach, Valve discovered that attackers had installed what on several company computers? A, remote access BIOS firmware. B, customized keystroke recorders. C, modified Steam client software, or D, compromised graphics drivers? What do you think?
Ooh.
I know what it is, but I'm gonna wait. So.
I think the logical one is B, customized keystroke recorders.
Okay. And Hans, what do you say?
It's B.
It's B?
The keystrokes.
Marek, what do you think?
Now I have no choice. Yeah, it's B.
You have no
that's not big
choice.
chat.
It's B. It is.
And Matt will say B too because I know he would. He's not here. But he'll come back. Yes, it is B, customized keystroke recorders. So going all the way back, see, I mean, these weird things happen.
Right.
The little factoid on that is Valve found keylonging software installed on several machines during the intrusion that ultimately led to the theft of Half-Life 2 source code and other development files. Gabe Newell publicly confirmed the breach and asked the gaming community for help identifying those responsible. So, let's go for question 2. When roughly 90 videos of GTA 6 development footage leaked in September of 2022, the leaker claimed the files had been downloaded from which Rockstar internal service? A, Microsoft Teams, B, Perforce, C, Slack, D, Google Drive.
C, Slack, I think.
I will
Okay.
say Perforce.
I'm gonna go for Google Drive. I don't know. So
Google Drive, Slack. What do you think, Marek?
Perforce.
Perforce. Okay, so we got all three
Why
different
is
answers.
Perforce? I haven't heard of that,
It's
man.
I never have either.
a version control system, and it's used in like
Ah,
gaming.
okay.
So like regularly
Right.
you would have Git or JIT, I don't know, Git, and games typically have Perforce. Yeah, so
You're the
why
only
I'm
one I know that
showing
knows
there.
that. So good having you around for that one. The answer is C, Slack. Ding, 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 ding. You got it there, Mr.
Slackware,
Trev.
yeah.
The leak included roughly 50 minutes of work in progress footage across about 90 videos. The person behind the leak claimed the files came directly from Rockstar's internal Slack groups. Rockstar subsequently confirmed that it had suffered a network intrusion. You think?
Dude's in
And it's
jail, by
happened
the way.
again.
Just saying.
Question
Oh,
3.
my guess was stupid. If they had access to Perforce, they would just rip the whole game, probably. Yeah, okay.
We need to know more about
Yeah.
that now. Wait a minute. You know a little too much about Perforce.
Mm.
Question 3. When an unfinished build of Crysis 2 leaked more than a month before its 2011 release, what unusually damaging material was reportedly included along with the playable game? A, CryEngine 3 editor and DRM master keys, the entire Crysis 3 campaign script, or C, PlayStation 3 development firmware? This is a real technical question, but what do you got? Oh, sorry. The EA's internal origin source code.
Ooh, that's a good one, that.
That's
I know
a tough
this
one.
one
I'll let
too.
you know.
Well, you go last then.
Yeah,
That's the
I'll wait.
case.
I know this one. So
So, CryEngine 3 editor, DR master keys, entire Crysis 3 campaign script, PlayStation 3 development firmware, or EA's internal origin source code.
Marek,
Code.
do you know the answer to this one?
The editor? I don't know. I don't know the answer. Yeah.
I am going to say because you do put here what unusually damaging material.
they're all
A.
damaging, to be fair. But
Yeah, like no, C
Yeah.
would possibly be really bad, but let's just say A for me.
Okay, so you're saying A, the CryEngine 3 editor, and Matt, Hans?
it's the master keys.
A. And Marek, you said what? I'm sorry?
The editor. Yeah.
And guess what? All three of you are correct. Ding, 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 ding. Very good. So there you go.
Yeah,
There's our
that
trivia
was-
questions for this week.
I like it.
Um,
We got different levels of difficulty, and there's little factoids there.
Yeah, in fact,
Excellent.
actually, hold on. If you want to know the factoid, on
Yeah,
that
I
one,
want a factoid for each one,
the
mate.
leaked developer build was reportedly playable from beginning to end,
It
including
was almost a
multiplayer.
finished version. Yeah, it was almost a finished version.
The CryEngine 3 editor and even DRM master keys. Crytek and EA publicly called the build incomplete, even though it was complete, and urge players to wait for the finished release. Like, yeah, right.
Yeah. By the way, the dude that leaked the GTA videos is in jail. So yeah,
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
there's that.
So that does it for this week on Extreme Gaming Podcast. We will see you again next week for number 347. Marek from GameHo.io. Thanks for joining us. And
Thank you
y'all
for
ought to
having
check
me.
it out and play on servers with friends and only play for what you pay for what you play, which is a great thing.
Great.
And Matt's just popped back up with his with a Meta 3
Well, you're
on his
playing
head.
games in VR. You better not. I'll come down to London and
No.
kick your fanny.
You missed the entire trivia quiz, man. Whatever you did, that's okay.
I was in the chat.
In the chat. What? Whose chat?
I got all the questions correct.
Oh, okay, great.
Of course you did.
Honest.
That old chestnut.
Oh, sure. We believe that. In any case, everybody say bye to the peoples out there, and we will join you again.
See you later, guys.
I can see you, Marek,
Bye,
again.
bye, bye.
See you.
Bye.
Thanks. Have a good
Great,
one.
leak the files.
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart.